Afternoon. Just thought I'd do a little video, just showing off basically my Proton pack and the trap that I've built. Since the first film came out, I've always wanted a Proton pack, and I've always wanted the trap to go along with it. More so the Proton pack, if I'm honest. So, as these are not hugely readily available, as everyone knows, you can get the Spirit packs now, which are a lot smaller, but I wanted a full-size pack that did everything, bar, obviously, it doesn't catch ghosts or nothing like that. But here we are. So, as lockdown hit, I decided that was the best time to actually put my plans into action and get it going. So here we are. So, here's my Proton pack. And the Neutrona one over there. I do need to put this back on, because I have had it apart recently. It does attach to the side, as it does in the films, but you can't see it then, so I mounted it on the wall as well. And then there's the trap. And the trap pedal. You actually see the... in there, yeah, there we are. Okay. So, the pack consists of a number of parts that have been made to look like the parts of a Proton pack. A lot of the parts are from cars and so on, being a mechanic, or former mechanic, I don't really do it much now. For instance, the end filter here, that's actually an oil filter for a Renault Clio. And when I've cut a round disc in a bit of wood to cover it over to make it flat. The shock mount here is actually aluminium cast shock mount, so that is a bought item. This is the cyclotron here. That's plastic formed. If we come up, the ion arm here, that's just a 10 peg painted gold and cut off at the end. There's just a thread that I've cut off a screw. These are actual Dale resistors. Where's the other one? It's hiding somewhere. There it is. Dale resistors there. Actual ones. They're supposed to be black. If you have a look at the pictures in the Proton pack, they're supposed to be black. But I kind of like them standing out a bit more. So I left them as it is. And it's just flexi piping here. This is vacuum piping off for turbo cars, and same with the red here. And it's a ribbon cable. The ribbon cable is purchased off of eBay. The Neutrona wand, the grip, the bars here, sorry, the barrel and the hand barrel, they're actually legs you can get from B&Q, replacement table legs, believe it or not, metal replacement table legs, which happens to be the right diameter. So all you have to do is cut them to length, but other than that, they're spot on. The grips, these are resin, cast and moulded. So is the body of the Neutrona one. That's cast resin that's been shaped and moulded, and it's quite messy when you're doing it. The switch here, that's an engine timing switch that I've cut down to fit. So it would normally have a thread bar going through here, but I've cut that down to fit. This again, this is the same. This here, this knob here, which actually looks really similar to what's on the actual Neutrona ones. That was the neck, if you like, of this part here. But I cut it off. I glued a washer to give it the raised look. And there we are. So that's the Neutrona one. Like I said, I've got to fit this back on, but I have had it apart recently. because I did have a 3D printed body here, but it was very brittle, so I'd made the resin one. So you've got your switches here. Now you can buy Ghostbusters specific Proton pack light kit, and it does look the business in all fairness, but it's very expensive, and I was doing this I try and use as much as I could of my own. I've got to screw that down, as you can see, that's raised a bit. And so I've used an Adafruit SFX board. Now the one thing that it can't do is cycle a sound and just leave it off once the switch has been flicked. So just cycling it once and then that's it. It will keep cycling. So what I've had to do is, the lights are controlled by this switch, the sounds are switched here, so switch it on and switch it back off. Then you've got the activation, which lights inside the gun body, and then the intensify, which fires the lights in the barrel. I decided that I wanted to put the control for all the lights into the gun, into the neutrona wand. The idea being that if you are using it for, I don't know, Comic-Cons or any other reason, once it's on your back, there's very little you can do to switch it on and so on. So I decided to put it all in the gun. So if I just show you that now. So as you can see now, it's all powered up. Then you've got the lights within the body, and then if I press the intensify button down there, you can see the barrel firing, and you do get an altered configuration on the bar graph there. I haven't put the firing sound effects on yet, and that's always been something that I get around to, but it's not something I've done yet. So yeah, that's the Proton pack. It is completely self-built. The motherboard, which you can't really see because it's behind, I used 2mm thick sheet steel, which I've recently found was a bit of a mistake, because of the weight. This pack is heavy, so I will be changing that. I will be making another one out of aluminium, so it's a lot lighter, but it's still fine at the moment. It just weighs quite a bit. Now behind, I haven't got the Alice frame. What I have got is it's a fireman's rig for their canisters, and it does allow me then, because it's got this carrying loop, to mount and hang from this hook here, so it's very comfortable and it does the job. Rather than having to ship an Alice frame over, pay 50 quid for the Alice frame and then another 75 to 100 quid for shipping, I had that for free, so it got used, and like I said, it does the job perfectly, so I've got no intentions of changing that. And then over to the trap. You've got your power cell lights here. All the speed for the power cell lights can be altered. You can make them faster, slower, and so on. The switches in there, the potentiometers in there, but I'm not going to show you that because I have to take it all apart. And right, here's the trap. Now, admittedly, the trap starts off as a Ruby's trap. Now, if you've seen them, they're quite basic. You've got your basic trap shape, and then you've got this flat white here. It's got a plastic flat shape, which is meant to be the resistor. None of the screws are here. None of these screws. The switches are black, your standard black plastic on and off switch. I've now altered that to a toggle switch, and I've also added the outlet here. I've upgraded all the wiring. I've put a beefier speaker in there because the one that was in there is just a little toy speaker. I put a better speaker in, and I've put aluminium plate in across both sides of the trap and on the front, as you can see here, which gives it a much beefier look. And I've added the screws in as well, which have become functional because they do hold the plating in, and the batteries behind there. Now, the pedal itself here, the pedal is totally and utterly 100% built from scratch, in the sense of the pedal base is cut from MDF. I drew the template and cut it out. You got a free PDT resistor there, which I bought off the internet. That's not original on the movie traps, but I just like the fact that I can control that red light here separately. That concertina pipe there, that's out of one of them little speakers, USB speakers. You know, the ones where you twist them and then they sort of concertina out? That's off that. This is a quick release of a compressor. And then you've got the ribbon cable and the control port there. So, oh sorry, the Hammond boxes, they are the actual proper Hammond boxes that you can still buy online. And the banjo fittings are actually just female bolt joiners that you can get from any DIY place. So let's have a look at the trap itself. Apologies for the noise outside. The council are cutting the grass. Pain in the arse they are. Right, anyway, so you can cycle the trap, you switch the lights on, and you get the red light here, and then the LED lights here. Now I have put a mesh in front of there. It originally came with a cloudy plastic piece of plastic, well, a cloudy plastic piece of plastic, and it didn't look the best, so I've put meshing in there. And I've also covered the inside with, I've plated it with aluminium, which gives it a better look, and it also reflects the light out better. So press it. And once the ghost is caught, trap shuts. You can shut it yourself. You just press that and press it again. So there's the trap. So it's just a quick video just to show what I've done and what can be done with a bit of time, patience, and a lot of crap lying around the house. But I'm really happy the way it's turned out, to be honest with you. There's a couple of things I'll do to improve it over time. Like I said, I want to add the sounds as well, and I want to add a better speaker eventually, but that'll just be ongoing stuff. But I love having it here, to be honest with you. Like I said, I've made since I've been working from home because of COVID, I've made this wall a little bit more interesting, because there was actually nothing there at all. But yeah, this is my pack. So if anyone got any questions, points, or anything they want to ask on how to build these, or what materials, or anything else for that matter, put your comments or questions or thoughts down in the box. Hit like, and don't hit like, because it hurts. It hurts it. I don't think it likes it at all. Just press like, that's nicer. Subscribe and so on. But yeah, put your comments down and I'll get to them and answer them as we go along. Okay, bye for now.